Guys, storage. It seems to be intriguing people. They're thinking, is there a market in it? Today, I'm going to aim to educate you on storage, how it works, what it rents for, and why people are doing it in the current marketplace. So I'm here in French's Forest, and what we've got here is Storage King. They've got 1,000 units in there. Guess what? Completely rented. Then across here, we've got Kennards with 650 storage units. That's right, over 3 levels in there. 3 levels there. And guess what? Completely rented. Now, the storage rates of what people pay are quite high. I'm also going to talk with you about buying storage as well. You can even see the storage unit finishes all the way down there and the different grades, why people pay high and low on storage unit. So let me just spin the camera around if I can, maybe not. Let's have a look here. Flip, and a flip. There we go. Okay, so guys, pretty much with storage, the types of cats that are renting storage are they're trying to improve their home. It's cheaper to improve their storage than to improve their home. So an example of that is maybe like a tradesperson. He has his materials on site at home. Wife may be unhappy as an example because there's stuff everywhere, and at 5:30, 6:30 in the morning, the apprentices turn up and it's sort of a little bit disruptive. These guys get storage and it sort of solves that whole problem. They've got all the materials sorted on site. Now with storage, I want you to watch out for a couple of things. First of all, when you're hiring storage, if you can actually drive straight up to your storage, it's going to be more expensive, normally about twice the price. If it's drive up storage. If you have to get into a lift and then go up, it's going to be a lot cheaper for you. So to give you an idea, if you're measuring cubics meters squared, and people find this really hard, they find it hard to quantify, like how big is that? An actual garage for a unit in like a 50-year-old building is about 13 meters squared. So I'll say it again, if you're trying to reference sizes, an actual garage is about 13 meters squared. And the way you come to that measurement is there's 2 different ways, believe it or not, that they measure storage. One's the meters squared, so it's the floor plate. So as an example, say this container here. The container here is about 2 meters wide and the container here is about 7 meters long. So that's about 14 meters squared. You can fit a car into a container, by the way, but that's about 14 meters squared. Now with storage, they measure in the area on the floor, which is squared meters. So the floor is squared meters, but they also measure the cubic meters. So because it's, you can imagine having a 14 meter squared area. If it's 1 meter high, a little bit useless. If it's 10 meters high, very useful. And they actually call that cubic meters squared. So for instance here, if it was 2 meters by 7 meters and 3 meters high, then it would be 2 by 7, 14, and 14 times 3. What's that? Is that 14 times 3? 42 cubes of space. Of area, the cubic meters or the volume inside that. So when you're at Kennards, and there's a little sign up there, and when you're at storage, they're going to rent you cubic meters as an example. So it's going to be how much is on the ground and how high is the unit, and then they're going to measure you, do you want to be on ground level or do you want to be on top level, and you'll get a little bit cheaper as you move up. We've got something different. We've got storage units that you can actually purchase, these fellas, and the most popular purchase for these storage units has been people buying in their super. So we've only got a container here, not because that's what we're selling. We've got that just because we've got the showroom inside. I'll whip you inside to show you what we're going to be building here. So inside, we're actually building this facility, which is 3 stories of super-sized warehouses, which the warehouses look like that. And then on the ground floor, we've got 150 storage units They look small, but they're two stories high. So they're 2 stories high, so you can put a car stacker in there, almost a triple car stacker. You can see these guys have got car stackers in there where the car gets pushed up and you get another car in underneath. So these storage units, which are on the ground floor of that building, these storage units are $209,000, of which we have sold all the red ones in here. So they've done real well. A lot of people, again, I mentioned tradies, people that just, instead of renting, they are buying. Now, if you decide that you don't want to use it, you can rent it. So you buy it for about $209K and you rent it for about $250, $270K. Here's an example here of people putting you know how I mentioned volume's important? That's that volume in height. So you can see that these are actually, some of these are over 5 meters high and 22 meters on the ground. So there's almost 100 cubic meters inside that storage unit, and some of them have the ability to store 3 cars high, which is unbelievable. So guys and girls, that's a little bit of a lesson today about storage. I'm in the Northern Beaches Frenchs Forest. Now, all over Sydney, these guys are getting built. They are expensive to build for some reason, don't know why, but you're paying in the Northern Beaches about $10,000 a metre. So if you've got a 20 metre squared storage unit, they get about $200K. They're getting about 13 to 15,000 towards the eastern suburbs, around there, because land's more expensive. And then out west, they're going for about 6 to 7,000, 8,000 a square metre for people buying storage. There you go, guys. I haven't said storage so much in one social media ever. That's a lot about storage for you. And we do a lot of this. So if you do need to know anything about, if you want some advice on if you want to build something like this for yourself, or if you're going to buy something out of the area, we're always happy to help you. These particular ones are for sale for $209K. But Storage King, you cannot buy in there. They're rental only. Kennards, you cannot buy in there, they're rental only. And boy, have these corporates made a lot of money out of storage. So much so that we've got our guys, which are just buying for themselves and using it singularly. I'll just see if I've got any question there. Hey, Brenton. Yeah, Brenton's building storage, guys. That's an interesting man to talk to. Let's see if we'll get him online. He'll probably be a bit gun shy if I invite him. I'll have a try. Brenton's building in Brookvale. Let's go. There. I've invited him. And is he going to join? It's going to be in his baseball cap and his civvies while I'm in the suit. Nah, doesn't look like it. He's shy. All good, guys. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial on storage today. And if you have any questions, call us at Novak. We're always happy to help. Here's a couple of messages. Nah, all good. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.